Mic check, testing, mic check. Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to Alumni Field here at Corral Memorial Stadium. Tonight is our 2022 senior night. We would like to take this time to honor our senior football players, student manager, cheerleaders, and bandsmen. Please join me in recognizing and thanking the following seniors and their parents for their commitment to Jesuit High School football. The seniors and their parents will be greeted on the field tonight by Father Richard Hermes, the president of Jesuit High School, Mr. Mike Chicatano, principal of Jesuit High School, Mr. Terry Rupp, athletic director, Mr. Matt Thompson, our head football coach, Mrs. Brittany Helber, our head varsity cheerleading coach, and Mr. Alfonso Kimbrough, our band moderator. We will start with our Jesuit football team. We have an exceptional senior football manager this year, Xander Lopez. Xander is escorted by his parents, Dennis and Mary Lou, and his brother Xavier. His other sibling is Junior Vanderos. Xander is a team member for soccer and football, team trainer rather, and is a member of the Sports Management Club, Spanish Club, and the Italian Club. He plans to study sports management, and his college choice is currently undecided. Our first football player is number 0, Houston Weathers. Houston is escorted by his parents, Mike and Connie, and sisters, McKenna and Kylie. He is a member of the National Honor Society, Big Brothers Club, Mayor's Youth Corps, Boys State, and Principal Honors Roll. Houston's college choice is currently undecided. Next up is number 1, Andre Gilbert. Andre is escorted by his parents, Andre and Chantel. He is a varsity football captain and a member of the Big Brothers Club and track team. Andre was also the recipient of the Outstanding Underclassmen of 2022 Award. Andre plans to study zoology and hopes to attend the University of Florida. Up next is number 8, Jared Bowie. Jared is the son of Riza Quinones and Jared Bowie Sr. Tonight he is escorted by his mother Riza. His siblings are Isabella and Anna. Jared is a varsity football captain and is also a member of the MBS Missionaries, where he has traveled to the Dominican Republic to establish a cafeteria to feed local children in need. He hopes to attend Boston College, Northwestern University, or the University of Iowa. Up next is number 15, Kyle Weaver, escorted tonight by his parents, Scott and Gina. His siblings are Samantha, Gabriel, Nico, Gia, and Joey. Kyle is a member of the National Honor Society, and his choice of college is currently undecided. Up next is number 20, Kevin Doherty. Kevin is the son of Patrick and Pam Doherty and has 2 siblings, Colleen and Sean. Tonight he is escorted by his mother Pam. Kevin is a member of the Jesuit track team and leader of Ogden Christie. He is a member of the Business Club, Peer Ministry, Pro-Life Club, and the Jesuit Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Kevin plans to study engineering and business, and his college choice is currently undecided. Up next is number 23, Troy Bowles, escorted by his parents, Todd and Tanika, and brother Tyson. His other sibling is Todd Jr. Troy was ranked as the number 2 linebacker in the nation and received numerous college scholarship offers to play football. He will be attending the University of Georgia, where he will be playing football and studying broadcast journalism. Up next is number 24, Joquez Smith, escorted by his parents, Walter and Joanne Smith, and his sister, Waltavia. Joe is a varsity football team captain. He is also a member of Big Brothers and the Outdoorsman Club. He will be attending Temple University, where he will be playing football and plans to major in business. Up next is number 27, Jack Ferrari, escorted by his parents, Frank and Susan, and sister Franny. His other sibling is Rachel. Jack has been recognized as a commended scholar by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation and was the Heights Award winner for leadership, service, and academic excellence. He is a Saving Nations Scholarship finalist, a member of the National Honor Society, a member of the Teen Advisory Board for the Spring of Tampa Bay, and a member of the Jesuit soccer team. Jack was also named First Team All-Conference as a kicker, and his college choice is currently undecided. Up next is number 30, Holton Roberts, escorted by his parents Chris and Mary and his sisters Olivia and Vivian. He is a member of the National Honor Society, president of the Social Studies National Honor Society, treasurer of Key Club, peer minister, fundraising committee board member for Teens for Haiti, and principal honors roll. Holton plans to study finance or business and hopes to attend the University of Florida or Florida State University. Up next is number 33, Luke Arena, and he is escorted tonight by his parents, John and Heather. His siblings are Nate and Sophie. Luke's college choice is currently undecided. Next is number 50, Caden Fluker. He is the son of Vanderlip Fluker, Tavarius Harris and Jermaine and Shonda Rogers. Tonight he is escorted by his mother, Vanderlyn, and his stepmother, Shonda Rogers, and siblings, Tiana and Ariana Harris. Caden hopes to attend an HBCU within the state of Florida. Next, we have number 52, Kale Schwedo, escorted by his parents, Tubby and Suzanne. His sibling is TJ. Kale is a member of the National Honor Society and the Spanish Honor Society, and his college choice is currently undecided. Up next, we have number 55, Kyle Boys, escorted by his parents, Joe and Melissa, and his brother Garrett. His other sibling is Connor. Kyle is the president of Key Club and is a member of the National Honor Society, Ahmed Christie, Peer Ministry, and the track and field team. He is also a National Merit semi-finalist. Kyle's college choice is currently undecided, and he plans to study biomedical sciences and hopes to attend medical school. Up next is number 61, Richard Harris, escorted by his mother Marion and his brother Daniel. His college choices are FSU, USF, UCF, or LSU. Up next is number 63, Joey Camesso, escorted by his parents Joey and Barbara and his sister Kristen. He is a member of the National Honor Society, the Pro-Life Club, and the Italian Club, and his college choice is currently undecided. Up next is number 66, Jake Margettis, escorted by his parents, Nick and Jackie. His sibling is Nick. Jake is a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, Spanish Club, Italian Club, Students Against Destructive Decisions, and the Asian American Club, and his college choice is currently undecided. Next we have number 67, Wesley Shaw, escorted by his parents Matt and Sherry and his brother Dylan. He is a varsity football captain and is a member of the Big Brothers Club, Italian Club, the Outdoorsman Club, and Principal Honors Roll. Wes plans to play football in college and study exercise science and kinesiology. He currently has numerous scholarship offers to play football in college. Next we have number 87, Hanson Ricks, escorted by his parents, Greg and Melinda, and sister Hannah. He is a JHS Big Brother and a member of the Italian Club. Hanson also volunteers at Feeding Tampa Bay and with the Special Olympics. He plans to study sports management and will attend the University of Alabama. Next, we have number 96, Andre Morris Jr., escorted by his parents, Andre and Twanda. His sibling is Alexis. Andre plays the bass guitar and lifts weights. He plans to major in business finance with a minor in economics, and his college choice is currently undecided. Last up for the Tiger football players, we have number 99, Nicholas Quinn. He's escorted tonight by his parents, Ryan and Zenny, and his sister Alyssa, and brother Zachary and niece Tatum. His other sibling is Kaylin. Nicholas is a member of Campus Ministry, the Environmental Club, Honor Roll, and is a freshman retreat leader. He is also in the process of initiating the Irish Club. Nicholas' college choice is currently undecided, but he plans to study law.
You working? Is it working?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for our 2022 Tiger senior football players.
He just told me it was working. So.
Yeah, it was working when I was down there, but then when I got up here.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our outstanding senior Jesuit cheerleaders.
The screen is gray.
Our first cheerleader is Martina Bain. Martina is escorted by her parents, Tyler and Francesca. She is the co-president of Medical Explorers, co-candidate for Team Gold 4.0 and Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, Student of the Year runner-up.
Where is it?
Co-founder and leader of Where Love Grows annual Rose Week project, senior class vice president, book club co-chair, S.A. Quam Dideri Award recipient, High Point Junior Scholars Award recipient, AHM STEM Traditional Designation candidate, AP Scholar with Distinction Award recipient, violin player, and a member of Mu Alpha Theta, Club, Theta Club, National Honor Society, and the National Spanish Honor Society. Martina's college choice is undecided, but she hopes to attend medical school.
We had to move it, so maybe that's...
Well, we'll find out in about.
Next we have Cameron Cabas, the daughter of Derek and Laura Cabas. She is escorted tonight by her mother and brothers, Hunter and Colton. Cameron is a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, Spanish Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Key Club, Best Buddies, and Make-A-Wish Foundation. She is co-president of the Book Club, as well as an active volunteer for the Children's Cancer Center. Cameron hopes to attend a university in Florida and to study business, and she also hopes to attend law school.
He's going to bring you another iPad.
Next we have Lily Castellano, escorted by her parents, Dominic and Courtney, and her brothers, Dominic and John. Lily is the president of the Golden Girls and Make-A-Wish, the treasurer of Best Buddies, and a member of Peer Ministry, Respect for Life, Young Women for Freedom, Key Club, Teens for Haiti, Hands for Hope, American Red Cross, Yearbook, Theta Club, and the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and English National Honor Society. She is also a member of the AHN volleyball and track and field teams, and her college choice is currently undecided. Next up we have Paige Gonzalez, escorted by her parents, Alex and Michelle. Paige is a varsity cheerleading captain, the president of Students Against Violence Club, and the vice president of Book Club and Spanish Club. She is a member of the Student Council, Engineering Club, National Honor Society, English Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, Beta Club, and Mu Alpha Theta. Paige is a National Hispanic Scholar and has received the Global Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish, who received STEM Diploma Distinction, and is an AP Scholar with honors. She plans to study Communication Science and Disorders and hopes to attend the University of Florida or Florida State University. Next we have Natalia Guzman, escorted by her parents Edgar and Katia, and her siblings Katia, Edgar, Mariana, and Mateo. Her other sibling is Chevelle Guzman. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Key Club, Beta Club, and Best Buddies. Natalia is also a member of the AHN pole vaulting team, and her college choice is currently undecided.
Hey, that's a popular school. What's that? Undecided.
Next we have Abby Hamilton, escorted tonight by her parents Jason and Patty. Her sibling is Christian. Abby is a varsity cheerleading captain and a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, Best Buddies Club, Respect for Life Club, Young Women for Freedom Club, and Hands of Hope Club. Abby hopes to attend Florida State University. Next we have Gianna Lanise, escorted by her parents Joseph and Gloria and her brother Michael. Her other sibling is Joseph. Gianna is a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, Bu Alpha Theta, the English Honor Society, Dance Honor Society, Key Club, a board member of the Medical Explorers Club, Team Gold Club, Young Women for Freedom Club, Best Buddies Club, Kids for Kids Club, and a solo dancer for the Academy of the Holy Names Performing Arts Showcase. She plans to major in biomedical sciences and attend medical school. Her choice of college is currently undecided. Next we have Ellie Martinez, escorted by her parents Chris and Shannon and sisters Lily and Lauren. She is a Florida Bright Futures Academic Scholar, College Board National Hispanic Scholar, and a National College Board AP Scholar Award with Distinction recipient. Ellie is a member of the National English Honor Society, Bu Alpha Theta, Spanish National Honor Society, High Honor Roll with President's Distinction, AHN High School Ambassador, Recruitment Group Leader, Ryan Neese Foundation Student Service Leadership Program Ambassador, Book Club Co-President, Key Club, Our Earth Club, Ancona School Newspaper Senior Staff Writer, Humane Society Volunteer, and local Foster Rescue Volunteer. Ellie's college choice is currently undecided. Next we have Gabriela Martinez, escorted by her parents Louie and Haley Martinez and her brother Trey. Gabriela is the founder of the Life Skills Club and a member of the National Honor Society, Best Buddies, Bu Alpha Theta, and Key Club. She is an AP Scholar with a STEM Exemplary Distinction Certificate. Gabriela is the Academy of the Holy Names pole vaulting record holder and a regional champion. She hopes to study biomedical sciences, and her college choice is currently undecided. Next we have Ariana Nyes, escorted by her parents William and Laura. Her siblings are Alessandra and Aiden. Ariana is a member of the National Honor Society, is the Key Club webmaster, yearbook photo manager, and a peer minister, the secretary of the Save Promise Club, and a board member of the Book Club. She is also a member of the Math Team, the Best Buddies Club, Respect for Life Club, Beta Club, Spanish Honor Society, English Honor Society, Art Honor Society, and Bu Alpha Theta. Ariana plans to study biology and nutritional science and hopes to attend a university out of state. Next we have Miles Talby, escorted by her parents Susan and David. Miles is a member of the varsity swimming and diving team and the track and field team. She is a member of the Team Leadership Council, Young Life, and Beta Club. Miles has over 600 volunteer hours with Young Life, Faith Cafe, N68, and Meals on Wheels. She plans to study sports communication with a minor in food and nutritional science.
They're working on that one.
Next we have Sydney Thomas, escorted by her parents John and Holly and brothers Will and Chris. She is a National Honor Society board member, AHN ambassadors, a member of the Academy Varsity Lacrosse Team, Key Club, Beta Club, Math Team, and Medical Explorers. Sydney plans to study exercise science, and her college choice is currently undecided. Last up for our varsity cheerleaders, we have Juliana Yanez, escorted by her parents Armando and Edith and her brother Armando. Juliana is a member of the National Honor Society, Bu Alpha Theta, Beta Club, Student Council, Key Club, and is a peer minister and the treasurer of the Women for Freedom Club. She hopes to attend Florida State University. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for our senior Jesuit cheerleaders. to our senior bandsmen. First up is Aiden Mahoney. Aiden is escorted by his parents, Kieran and Sarah. His siblings are Kieran, Jack, and Isabel. Aiden is a member of the National Honor Society, Peer Ministry, Pet Band, Jesuit Band, and the Pro-Life Club. He plans to study business economics and political science, and his college choice is currently undecided. Next we have Mark Mejia, escorted by his parents, Gil and Rebecca. His sibling is Ian. Mark is a member of the Pet Band and the National Honor Society. He plans to study business and music, and his college choice is currently undecided.
Hello? Yeah, he's got picture now. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for our class of 2023 Jesuit High School football players and manager, our cheerleaders, bandsmen, and their families. That concludes our senior recognition for this evening. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the game.
We are live at Alumni Field, Corral Memorial Stadium for senior night as the Jesuit Tigers meet the visiting Tampa Bay Tech Titans. Good evening, everyone. I am John Pedrero from the class of 1981. Welcome to Jesuit Tiger football. Well, Jesuit coming off of a win against Gaither. Tigers probably played their best half of the entire season in the first half in that game. Went into running time with the Tigers leading 42-0. We'll talk about that more in a moment, but the captain's already taken the field here for Jesuit. Number 17, Peter Pizanski. Number 30, Holton Roberts. Number 1, Andre Gilbert. Number 23, Troy Bowles. For Tampa Bay Tech, we'll try to get a couple of these numbers here. I think I see a 10 out there, Ed Gwynn. 56, Fred Neal. And those are the only two numbers I can see right now, but a tough test tonight for Jesuit against one of the best teams, not only in the Tampa Bay area, but in the entire state of Florida, in the Tampa Bay Tech Titans. But we'll just wait to see what happens with the coin toss here, which is happening right now. Visitors will call it, and let's see what the results are. It seems like Jesuit won the toss. Actually, Tech won the toss, and they're going to receive. So Tampa Bay Tech won the toss, they will receive. But, again, going back to last week's game at Gaither, boy, Jesuit with a complete half of football in every respect of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. Tigers scored on passing plays, running plays, had a long punt return for a touchdown by Jarrett Bowie, had a pick six return by Drew Woodaz, just sharp and crisp. And Gaither didn't know what hit him. 42-0 in half. Running time in the second half was a bit of a different story. Early fumble by the Tigers. A couple of onside kicks recovered by Gaither. And with the clock running, Gaither with 21 points in the second half, thus your final score, 42-21. Will Griffin, the freshman quarterback, 9 out of 16, 168 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Joe Smith, 11 rushes for 80 yards. He also scored 2 touchdowns. Big game all the way around for Jarrett Bowie, 5 catches, 77 yards, and a score, plus the 75-yard punt return for a touchdown. Drew Woodaz had a pick six. And Cyrus Abud is putting together a really nice season this year. 6 solo tackles, and he also had an interception. And with that game, Jesuit moves their record to 4-3. They are unbeaten in the district. That was a district game, a key game. And Tigers have their final district game. That would be next Friday on the road at Hillsborough, and they can clinch the district with a win against the Terriers next Friday night. And of course, that game will be broadcast on the Jesuit High School Football Tampa Facebook page. We will be live streaming that game from Chelo Huerta Field, the campus of Hillsborough High. But tonight's opponent, boy, the team with no weaknesses in the Tampa Bay Tech Titans, under the veteran head coach Jason Roberts. Seems like every year Tampa Bay Tech has a solid squad. As Jesuit comes out in their royal blue tops and bottoms, Tampa Bay Tech white, red numbers, black helmets. So Tampa Bay Tech has not lost a game this season, but officially their record is 7-1. They had a forfeit against Gaither from a game on September 23rd in which they used an ineligible player. And ironically, Gaither was the last team to score on Tampa Bay Tech They have 3 consecutive shutouts, including a 28-0 shutout last Friday against a very good Wharton team. So we're going to take a pause here for the invocation with Father Hermes, followed by the singing of the national anthem, and then we'll talk a little bit more football. So here's Father Hermes.
Performed by Jesuit Junior James Slack.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Almighty God, we ask your blessing on all of us gathered here this evening. We pray in a special way for the seniors of our varsity football team, our cheerleading squad, and our band. We give you thanks for all their contributions to the school and to the football program over the past 4 years. May the young men who compete here tonight play to the best of their ability, free from injury, and according to the highest standards of sportsmanship. And may all of us in our daily lives seek to do your will for your greater glory. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Saint Ignatius, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stars and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the rampart we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. As members of the Florida High School Athletic Association, both schools would like to remind players and spectators to
All right, we are back, and the player to watch out for Tampa Bay Tech, among others, is the outstanding junior running back Rod Gainey, who started his career at Tampa Bay Tech 2 seasons ago as a freshman, was the leading rusher with 838 yards. He transferred to IMG and has returned to Tampa Bay Tech, and as a junior, through 8 games, he's only rushed 84 times, but 1,049 yards, averaging 12.5 per carry. So every time Gainey touches the ball, basically, he gets a first down. 12 touchdown passes for him. 12 rushing touchdowns for him. 10 touchdown passes for the quarterback, Zay Washington, who started his career at Tampa Catholic and is a senior at Tech and has been their starter last year and this year. But Jesuit's going to have to stop this Tampa Bay Tech, this rushing offense. Also has a solid group of receivers without Andre Morris, the big nose guard, who injured his knee and looks like he's going to be out long term with that injury. It's such a shame. He's battled injuries his whole career. Jesuit, Luke Arena, the outstanding linebacker, out as well. And here's the return. And that is number 1 for Tampa Bay Tech, Javion McKay. Cyrus Abuid in on the tackle. So here is the Tampa Bay Tech offense. About a 2-to-1 rush to pass ratio here for the Titans. It's Washington, the quarterback, and Rod Gainey, who's going to be a very, very high recruit next year. He's already got offers now. he gets it up the middle, and he is tackled quickly. Maybe a yard on that play. Houston Weathers in there on that tackle. Some big bodies on the interior of that Tampa Bay Tech line. So Gainey is number 5. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Again, 3 straight shutouts for the Titans, and Jesuit trying to end that. Washington back to pass. Looking deep down the field, and it's dropped, but their flags on the play. It's going to be pass interference on Drew Wood as Dallas Wilson going deep. As the Titans taking a shot early here. And that's going to be 15 yards in the first. So it's 1st and 10 at the 43. So with Gilbert out, see what adjustments the Tigers have made. Pazanski's at an end. Looks like they've put Kyle Boyes in the middle. He's a solid player, but boy, you lose a lot of size there. Washington on the keeper, on the run pass option. And the initial contact was made by Cyrus Aboud, but Washington still got 9 yards on that play, and you can tell he is a quick and athletic quarterback. Trips left. Troy Bowles in press coverage. And it's a pass caught. Little slant pattern. Still going. Inside the 10-yard line, that's John-Ye Roseberry just ran a little inside slant. Split the safeties, and that is a long gain to the 8-yard line. Tampa Bay Tech will have 1st and goal. Tigers giving some cushion to these speedy Tech receivers. And a good opening drive for the Titans. Gainey inside. Gainey driving toward the goal line. You can tell he's got some power, and he is tackled by Troy Bowles. That's a 4-star on 4-star right there, down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. Gainey again. And this time, let's see, no signal yet. Jesuit says there's a fumble. And the refs are talking about it. Question is, was the runner down before the fumble? And apparently that was the case. So the ball's an inch away from the goal line here. Washington, oh, it is a fumble! It's a fumble, and Gainey jumps on it. And it's 4th down, back at the 5-yard line. Boy. Washington on the keeper, and as he was driving into the end zone, lost control of the ball. And it is 4th down at the 5-yard line, and Tech keeping the offense out. The alert Gainey diving on it. 4th down, big play for the Jesuit D. They give it to Gainey, and he's going to be short, and there's a flag on the play, and there's another fumble. So Gainey is short of the end zone. Tiger ball, there's a flag. See what this flag is. It may be an illegal formation, possibly. Let's see. No, the flag is is a sideline warning on Jesuit, and the Tigers take over inside the 1 yard line. Wow. So Tech trusting Gainey. Why not with his average? So Will Griffin in the shotgun in the end zone with Joe Smith next to him. See if the Tigers can pull a Tony Dorsett play here. Joe Smith. And he gets out to maybe the 2. A small bit of breathing room. Here comes Gabe Themar in the game. So they give him 1, so it's from the 1-inch line to just past the 1 yard line. 2nd and 9. Jesuit definitely in a hole here. Griffin, Joe Smith. And Joe got back to the line of scrimmage. So the Tigers really playing conservative here this deep. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Themar comes out. Willie Suarez comes in, the Tigers' third leading receiver, Suarez. He's caught 12 passes this year. Shotgun formation. Joe Smith again. And boy, Jesuit just running into the teeth of this Tampa Bay Tech defensive line, and they went nowhere at all. 3 straight running plays, so Jesuit just going super conservative. And Jack Ferreri standing in the back of the end zone. They actually lost yardage on that last play, close to where they were before. So Tampa Bay Tech's going to get some very good field position here. Ferreri. High kick, short kick. And it rolls dead at the 34, so a 33-yard kick by Ferreri. We'll see what the Jesuit defense can do here. Tigers 3 straight running plays by Joe Smith, 4-0. This is a solid Tech defensive line. No real weaknesses on this Tampa Bay Tech team. They're actually ranked number 57 in the nation as a team as we have the first quarter water break here. You're number 2 in Class 3 Metro, 14 overall in the state. Defensively for Jesuit, as we said earlier, a guy really having a solid year is Cyrus Aboud. He's the leading total tackler for the Tigers. With 34 solo tackles, 21 assists for a total of 55, leading the team. So a nice year for the junior. So 1st and 10, Tampa Bay Tech. Washington short drop, looking deep down the field, and it's caught. And an escape and a touchdown. Dallas Wilson, the sophomore receiver, broke a tackle, 1 play, and a score from 34 yards. Big physical receiver, Wilson.
Is that your equipment? Is that your equipment?
This is Antonio Perez, the kicker.
Antonio Perez to attempt the extra point.
And Perez's kick is good, and it's 7-0 Tampa Bay Tech. 6:11 left in the first. Titans' closest game this year was the first game of the season. Plant a very improved Plant team played them tough. And they had to score late to win. That was at Plant. It was a 28-21 win for Tech. And that 21 is the most points they've allowed all year. So kicking off is number 18. That's Kendall Johnson. High kick. It's going to be Andre Gilbert at the 16. Cuts right. Gets a hole. And he's tripped up at the 30. Had a bit of a hole, but he was tripped up by number 34 for Tampa Bay Tech. That's Stacy Robinson, the senior linebacker. So, as always, we like to welcome our opponents. So if any Tampa Bay Tech fans are watching on the Facebook live stream, thank you. We appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. So 7-0 Tampa Bay Tech, 6:04 left in the first. Shotgun Will Griffin. Griffin, Joe Smith again, up the middle. And he might have got 2 yards. So Jesuit very intent on establishing the run. Second and 8. Godwin goes wide left, as is Jarrett Bowie. Willie Suarez wide right. Gary Givens left slot. Shotgun again. Griffin rolls right. Pass is caught. And it's a fumble, and it goes out of bounds. It's a completed pass to Gary Givens. And it's going to be a first down Jesuit. So roll out by Griffin. Givens lined up in the left slot, so he was just really running a crossing pattern. But it's enough for a first. A 1st and 10 Jesuit at their own 49. 5:17 left in the first. And it's going to be a penalty on Tampa Bay Tech. Encroachment penalty on the Titans, so 1st and 5. So Tigers have a few more options here. Griffin, Joe Smith. Back to the line of scrimmage. There's just nothing doing up the middle right now. And Smith's had 5 or 6 carries in total for maybe 2 yards or 3 yards. 2nd and 4. Joe Smith has been the focal point of this offense. Griffin back to pass. Griffin. Pass is caught by Bowie. Bowie up the sideline. 30, 20, still going. Bowie 10. Bowie cuts inside. Bowie score! Touchdown Tigers! Bowie broke a tackle up the sideline. And that breaks Tampa Bay Tech's shutout streak at 3 games, and it's broken early. How about that? And the Tigers answer. That's got to be a confidence builder, Ferrari. Kick is up. Kick is good. 42-yard pitch and catch. Griffin to Bowie. We'll see what adjustments the Tiger defense makes here against this explosive Titan offense. So the key plays on that drive were the first down reception by Givens and the long touchdown pass, Griffin to Bowie. Seven all, 4:10 left in the first. Here's Jack Ferrari. Ferrari getting some leg into it, and it's going to be a touchback. So it's Quinn, Boys, and Pizanski are the defensive linemen. Man in motion, they go end around. And it's going to be first down yardage for Javion McKay. And apparently they're saying he stepped out of bounds just before the marker, so it's 2nd and 1, trips left. Zay Washington inside to Gainey. Oh, he's tackled in the backfield, breaks a tackle somehow. Oh, Gainey was wrapped up. And it's 3rd and short. I think that was a boot. It's a 3rd and short. Oh, and the Titans jumped. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 on the false start. Trips left. Washington back to pass. And the pass is caught for a first down by Gainey out of the backfield. It's 1st and 10 Titans at their own 34. 3 minutes left in the first. Pitch. And Drew Woodaz finishing that one off. So they're going to give the runner forward progress to the original line. It's going to be 2nd and 10. That was Johnny Roseberry. Second and 10. Tigers close to jumping there, but did not. Washington, short drop, getting blitzed. Pass downfield. Oh, Andre Gilbert, close to a pick. Intended for Javion McKay. Washington overthrew him, and boy, Gilbert close to a pick for the 2nd consecutive game, and it's 3rd and 10. Gainey not in. Pizanski chasing Washington. Washington downfield, incomplete. Getting pressure from Peter Pizanski, who's picked up offers from Coastal Carolina and Duke as of late, adding to his collection. Good coverage by the Tigers, good pressure by the line. Jared Bowie. See if we can have magic twice in a row here. Standing back at his own 35-yard line. Good snap. Line drive kick. Bowie cuts right. And the return to the 42, so about a 7-yard return. Jesuit with pretty good field position here at their own 42-yard line. 1:35 left in the first. Score tied at 7. Ball's marked at the 40, so 1st and 10 at the 40. Smith next to Griffin. Trips left. Griffin, Joe Smith sweeps left. Smith around in, 40. And a nice run by Joe, gets about 7 yards. Running behind big Gavin Blanchard, the 282-pound sophomore, number 51, who missed the game against Gaither. They're going to give Joe Smith 6. That's his best run of the game. So 2nd and 4. Smith again inside. And he dives ahead. So Smith going low, and he's close to a first. A little bit short. So Joe Smith making something out of nothing there. So Jesuit facing a 3rd and 1, makeable down. Here comes number 21 in the game, Ian Wilson, a sophomore. Nice complimentary back to Joe Smith. Tigers going with that 2 running back look. Oh, it's a shotgun formation. And it's a 1st down. Tigers going into the Wild Tiger with Joe Smith taking the snap, and he gets a 1st. So Jesuit into Tampa Bay Tech territory. That's going to do it for the 1st. So the teams will switch sides. Again, thanks to all who have tuned in this evening on the Facebook live stream. And that's a pretty good quarter for the Jesuit Tigers. Answering back that Tampa Bay Tech touchdown with one of their own. And we are tied at 7. Two backs in. Now Wilson goes to the slot. They give it to Joe Smith. Joe Smith 50. Short gain.
Antonio Cana makes the stop for the Titans. Gain of 2. 2nd down.
Griffin. Pass is caught by Suarez. He's going to get forward progress to the 42, so Jesuit's going to face 3rd and 3. It's a big 3rd down for the Tigers. Goodwin wide left, Bowie slot left. Bowie in motion. Tigers trying a hard count there, didn't work. And it's Joe Smith, he's going to be short. And I would suspect the Tigers are going to keep the offense out in the field here. It's going to be 4th and 2 at the Tech 41. Don Misick calling the play. Here comes Will Griffin. Big 4th down for Jesuit. Tigers need to have to call timeout here. They may have to call timeout here. Yep, and it's too much time. And that changes things. And I think the Tigers are going to punt now. Boy, I'm really surprised the Tigers were not cognizant of the time there. The back judge held up his hand when there's 5 seconds, so Tigers didn't see it, and now they got a punt on 4th and 7, so little miscommunication there on the offensive side of the ball. Here's Jack Ferrari. Ferrari, high kick. And it's down at the 28. So here's the Tech offense. 9:31 left in the second, 7-all. Washington with Gainey next to him. Gainey gets it, and Gainey is tackled quickly. That was Connor Dooley, number 32, quickly on Gainey. He's going to get a yard on that play, 2nd and 9. Washington, and they run an inside slant, broken tackle, 50-45 out of bounds. To Dallas Wilson. So 1st and 10 at the Jesuit 46 for Tech. Wilson got inside position. Washington rolls, looking deep down the field, and Wood has got a hand on it as Washington threw just kind of a floater up there, dangerous pass, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. So Washington went to his strong side, the right side, then wheeled back to his left side, just kind of lobbed that up, falling away. Gainey. And he's a strong runner. Connor Dooley, I think, made first contact there. Houston Weathers in on that tackle as well. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. Trips right. Tech doing the hand signals to get the play in. Washington back to pass, short drop, and Washington. It's a flag on the play. This may be a hold on Tampa Bay Tech. And it is. Tigers got some good pressure. Peter Pazanski was in there. Washington stepped up, just kind of pushed the pass out to Gainey in the flat. And it's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. The foul took place behind the line. So this is marked way back. So 3rd and 4 has become 3rd and 17 all of a sudden. Two wide outs to each side. Washington back to pass. And he's tackled by Peter Pazanski! Got him at the ankles! Pazanski broke off of his blocker. Washington looked like he was trying to run it. Pazanski tripped him up for a loss. A sack on the play for Pazanski. Jesuit forcing the punt. It's Peter Pazanski's 9th sack of the year. Bowie back deep. Line drive kick. Tim takes a beeline to the sideline, and Jarrett Bowie steps away from it, so Jesuit takes over. Boy, big time players step up in big time games. And you see that with Peter Pazanski, the junior. So 6:50 left in the second, 7-all. Tiger ball at their own 29. Trips left for the Tigers. Griffin, short drop. Pass is caught by Bryson Goodwin. Little wide receiver, not really a screen, just a quick little inside pattern trying to get blockers from his other receivers there. And he picks up 7, so Pazanski comes in to block. Second and 3. Nice catch by Goodwin in traffic there. Goodwin in motion. Stretch handoff to Joe Smith, and he's going to lose yardage. Smith lost a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down. Giving him, now he definitely lost a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 4. Griffin shotgun, trips right. Givens in motion. Griffin steps up. Griffin runs it himself. Griffin put his shoulder down. It's going to be close. It depends on the forward progress. And I think he got the first down. Power run by the quarterback. And it's time for the second quarter water break. So Jesuit next week on the road at Hillsboro. Not sure on Tampa Bay Tech. We'll check that out. And we can't, so we'll try again later. Little server error. 1st and 10, Jesuit at their own 40. Griffin shotgun, trips left. Now an empty set as Joe Smith goes wide left. Griffin back to pass. Griffin quick pass caught by Bowie. Bowie getting some blocking by Joe Smith. Bowie to the sideline, and he's going to pick up a short gain. So Seffner, Tampa Bay Tech's next game, a tough one in Seffner at Armwood. It's two solid programs right there. Thank you, Colin, for that info. Smith loses yardage. Going has been tough for Joe Smith now. He had one 6-yard run, but he has been stuffed for no gain or, oh, it's a penalty. Penalty on Tampa Bay Tech. It's a face mask. No, and it's a hold on Jesuit. Face mask Tech, so it's offsetting penalties, so they're going to replay the down. So that actually helps Jesuit's cause. So 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9 Tigers. Griffin back to pass. Griffin stepping up. Griffin's going to get sacked by number 95, Jaheim Borden, the senior. Did a wrestling move on Griffin that time. A little reverse slam. So it's going to be 3rd and 13. Good coverage by the secondary. Griffin trying to step up and run it, but whatever lane he had closed pretty quickly. 3rd and 13. Tigers have to get to midfield. Bowie in motion. And they go middle screen, almost picked off. They were trying to go middle screen to Gabe Themar. And it was almost picked. By one of the Tech linemen. Ferrari to punt. Ferrari. Punt takes a Jesuit roll inside the 35. The Titans take over. 3:15 left in the first half. Tied at 7. Both teams have all of their timeouts remaining. Washington, short drop. Screen pass to Gainey. And he's going to pick up about 3 yards. Nick Quinn on the tackle. So Tigers converged on Gainey quickly there. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Under 3 minutes left in the first half now. Washington, short drop. Looking downfield as a man wide open, first down. That was Dallas Wilson. And Woodaz from his safety position with the tackle. Clock running. Washington again, short drop, stepping up. Washington is going to get tackled after a short gain by Kyle Boyes. Second and 6, 2 minutes left in the first half. Washington, short drop again, good protection. Swings it out to Gainey, and he is tackled out of bounds by Connor Dooley. And that is enough for a first down. It's at the 35-yard line. First and 10. Oh, boy. S.J. Green was thinking pick that time. Washington threw it a long way across the field. Green tried for the pick. Took a chance, missed it, and it's going to be first down yardage, however, for Javian McKay. Boy, if Green would have had a little bit better jump on that, that was clear sailing. Can't really blame him for wanting to take a chance on that play. Here's, nope, Washington on the keeper. And Houston Weathers with the initial contact. Jesuit says there's a fumble. No signal yet. Oh, Jesuit recovers a fumble! Fumble recovered by the Tigers. It's usually the last guy. No, it's Woodaz got the fumble. Looked like it was either Woodaz or Holton Roberts recovered that fumble. But boy, that is a huge play right there. .113 left in the first half. Jesuit thwarts a Tech drive deep in their own territory. Griffin trips right to the short side. He goes back to pass. Griffin looking deep down the field to Goodwin, who caught Goodwin with the catch. Goodwin with the catch at the 43-yard line. He goes out of bounds. Tough catch by Bryson Goodwin. Jesuit aggressive with the play call. It's 30 yards. Bowie in motion. And around to Bowie. Bowie cuts inside. Oh, he's submarined at the line of scrimmage. And Jesuit calls timeout, their first. Nice arc on that pass by Will Griffin. And that's just a matter of who's going to fight for it the hardest, and it was Goodwin. Goodwin actually got pretty good body position on that play. Jesuit does receive to start the second half. 55.6 left here in the second. Griffin shotgun, trips right again to the short side. Griffin back to pass. Griffin steps up. Griffin running, he's got open field. Griffin, oh boy, it looked like he got hit out of bounds, and he did. The ref throws the flag. Yes, sir, Griffin was out of bounds on the white stripe when he got tackled, so they're going to tack 15 onto this play. He had a gain of about 6. Oh, they're picking the flag up. My goodness, come on. Yeah, the refs talked about it. I sure thought he was out of bounds there. Wow. Tech getting a break on that play. I mean, I'm across field here, and Will Griffin was out of bounds in the white part of the field when he got tackled. Wow. Griffin back to pass. Good protection. Griffin looking deep down the field for Suarez. And it's going to be a flag. Multiple flags on the play. Suarez running the post pattern that time. And he got hung up a couple of times, and this is going to be a first down Jesuit. Tigers have 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay Tech 35-yard line with 37.6 left in the second. Tigers airing it out a little bit here. If anything, it may open some running lanes up for Joe Smith. And we have a timeout, Tampa Bay Tech. That's their first. Tigers are a little bit out of Jack Ferreri's range right now. I think if it's going to be a field goal, they've got to get it, I would say, to at least the 20-yard line. Ferreri's only tried 2 field goals all season long. He's made them both with a long of 36. First and 10 Tigers. Goodwin in motion. Oh, the Tigers try an end around. Oh, look at this. Bowie looking down the field. He threw it out of bounds. Tigers with a little trickeration. Trying the double reverse pass with Jarrett Bowie, but play looked a little bit slow to develop. He was looking for I think he was looking for Suarez. Suarez or Goodwin, but 2nd and 10 on the incomplete pass. Pass caught. Bowie knocked out of bounds. Nope, they're running the clock. They're running the clock. So they actually did not run the clock. I thought the referee with the side judge was rotating his arm to run the clock, but I guess they had a change of heart there. So it's 3rd and 8, Jesuit at the Tech 33. The Tigers are going to have to burn a timeout here. They do. So their second timeout. I like the double reverse call, though. I mean, there's a time and a place for that, and you know, that was a good opportunity. So Bowles and Pizanski, I see, have gone into the huddle here. Griffin stepping off. Jesuit's going to go Wildcat here. Let's see what happens. So Griffin has stepped off, and the Tigers are going Wildcat with Joe Smith. And Wilson next to him. And they give it to Wilson, who has a nice run, but he's going to be shy of the first. We'll counterplay that time to Wilson. And it's going to be 4th down and 4. Tigers burned their last timeout. So this is going to, if they try a field goal here, it would be from 46 yards, which may be a bit out of Ferreri's range. So the offense is coming back. Oh, he's going to try it. Wow. Okay, so Ferreri is going to try the field goal. This will be his longest of the year. This is going to be from 46 from the right hash. No wind. Yeah, there's 1 second left, so this is going to be it. High snap. Nope. Referee stops it. Tampa Bay Tech called timeout, so they're going to reset the clock. So Tech called timeout before the play, so they will reset this to 1.1 seconds. Matt Thompson going out in the field to talk to his special teams. So Ferreri, this will be his longest of the season by far. Snap. Kick is up. It's going to be short and right. But we have a dead ball. Oh, he's going to get another chance at this. He's going to get an untimed down. It's encroachment on the defense. So Ferreri's going to get another shot here. So actually, it's first down. So now it's going to be 41 instead of 46. They actually gave the Tigers a first, but Ferreri's staying out there to try the field goal from 41 yards. It's like he's switching his angle a little bit here. Oh, it's encroachment again. It's encroachment again, I think, on the defense. One more time. Again, encroachment on the defense. Wonder if Matt Thompson's thinking about throwing it in the end zone here. I think Joe Smith might be trying to convince him. So now this kick is going to be 36, which would match Ferreri's season high. Let's see if the third time is a charm here for the senior. They did it again, I think. The kick's good. Oh, it's on Jesuit that time. It's a false start on the offense. So these are dead ball. These are dead ball penalties. So the time doesn't change. The time doesn't change. So it was 46, then 41, now 36, and we're back to 41. And Ferrari drilled that one. So let's see if the fourth time is a charm here. This has been the longest 1.1 seconds of the whole season. Ferrari from 41. We try again. That looks good. Ferrari's kick, has the length. Ferrari's kick is good! On the fourth try. How about that? Ferrari drills it. And boy, the Jesuit Tigers could not have asked for a better half than what they got here. Jesuit leads Tampa Bay Tech 10-7 at halftime in the craziest 1.1 seconds of the whole season. Wow. So the Tampa Bay Tech band is here. So I think we're going to be, will we be showing the band at halftime? Yeah, we'll show the band at halftime for a little entertainment. So folks, take a break. We'll be back in maybe 15, 16 minutes plus or minus. Thanks to all who have tuned in tonight. We really appreciate it. Again, Jesuit 10, Tampa Bay Tech 7 at half. And we'll be back on the Jesuit High School football live stream shortly. right, John Pedrero back here at Alumni Field, Corral Memorial Stadium. Jesuit leads Tampa Bay Tech 10-7 after the wildest 1.1 seconds of the season. 3 penalties. First, 2-on-2 encroachment penalties on the Tampa Bay Tech kick defense, and a penalty on Jesuit. End result, 41-yard attempt at the horn by Jack Ferrari, and he nailed it on the 4th try. And that gives Jesuit the lead over Tech. And boy, this Jesuit defense has really stepped up tonight. Minus Andre Morris, minus Luke Arena, 2 really key cogs in that Tiger defense. But Kyle Boyes, Nick Quinn, Connor Dooley, Holton Roberts, guys have really stepped up in this game against this very, very talented Titan squad. So Jesuit with the lead, and they will receive to start the 3rd. So let's see if Jesuit can build upon that momentum that the senior Jack Ferrari provided. And as we like to say sometimes, remember that play, remember that field goal. That was an important one right there. Pressure kick by Jack Ferrari, who's had a really good career here at Jesuit. 3 for 3 on field goals this year, and none more important than that one. Wind has picked up just a little bit, blowing north to south. So Jesuit, what little wind there is, looks like Jesuit's going to have it at their back here to start the 3rd. Andre Gilbert is deep. And Justin Thurman with him. There's Kendall Johnson, who handles the kickoffs. Johnson with the kick. And it's going to be Justin Thurman at the 5-yard line, 10, 15, 20. Oh, Thurman with a hold. Thurman 40. Thurman up the sideline. Thurman into Tech territory. Big return by Justin Thurman. Oh, and someone's down. Someone is down. I cannot see who it is in front of the Tiger bench. But the trainers are right there. Don't want to say a name until I know who it is. But it's Thurman. But Thurman's up. Thurman is up. And that was a 50-yard return for Thurman. That's his longest return of the year. So Jesuit 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay Tech 45-yard line. Good field position for the Tigers. And they give it to Joe Smith, 45. Joe to the 40. 5-yard run for Joe Smith. That's one of Smith's better inside runs this whole game. Jesuit with a manageable 2nd and 5 here. Running behind the Wesley Shaw, Caden Fluker side of the line on the right. Griffin shotgun. Smith to his right, trips left. Griffin. Joe Smith. Not the cleanest handoff right there between Griffin and Smith. I think that might have been an attempt at a run-pass option there, but I think Joe Smith might have thought that Griffin was going to pull that back and keep it himself. It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd and 6. So Suarez is wide. Givens comes out. Suarez is wide right. Two backs are in. Now Smith goes in the slot. They give it to, now it's a keeper. Now it's Griffin. There's the run pass option. There's the RPO. And it works that time down to the 25-yard line. First down, Tigers. How about that? Perfectly executed. And a gain of 17 by Will Griffin right up the gut. First and 10, Jesuit at the Tech 25. Bowie in motion. Joe Smith. Smith, small hole. He's going to get forward progress, maybe about 2 yards. And I think we have a Tech player down, maybe. He's up. That was 6 for Tech. Corey Lucius, the senior linebacker, got up slowly, but he seems to be okay. 2nd and 8. Goodwin wide left. Bowie slot left. Gibbons wide right. Themar's in the game at fullback. And it's a pass to Jarrett Bowie. Just ran a short slant, and he's going to get forward progress, enough for a first down, Tigers. And a well-placed pass by Will Griffin. So 1st and 10 at the Tech 15. A good opening drive to start for Jesuit. 9 minutes left in the third. 10-7 Tigers, 1st and 10 at the Tech 15. We've seen Will Griffin's confidence just increase as the season has progressed. Really got put in a tough spot, but doing well, all things considered. And is that a fumble? It is a fumble, and Tech recovers. Wow. Some confusion on that play between Joe Smith and Griffin. And that was a critical error. So Griffin's frustrated there. Really on a botched handoff. Boy, that hurts. Tech takes over. That was a good drive that Jesuit had going to start the third. And 5-yard penalty for the Titans, I believe. Ball starts. They're going to be moved back 5 yards. First and 15. Gainey with a stiff arm. Gainey with a nice run, close to a first down. One of Rod Gainey's better runs of the night to the 21. So it's going to be 2nd and 4. Gainey again, and a flag on the play, and it's going to be false start in the offense. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. It looks like they almost did the same thing again. Washington, he's hemmed up in the backfield, gets away, passes. Ooh, dangerous pass in the middle. Boy, that was very interceptable right there, but fell harmlessly down as Washington, who's limping a little bit going back to the line. was forced to throw going to his left side. No easy tasks. 3rd and 8. Washington looks a little bit gimpy here. Let's see what happens. He's in the game, though. 3rd and 8. Back to pass. And, oh, nearly picked off. Broken up by Drew Woodaz. Drew Woodaz from his safety position read that play nicely. And Tigers are going to get good field position here again. Jarrett Bowie standing in Tech territory at the 47. Good snap. High kick. Bowie. Ooh, boy. Boy, Bowie playing with fire there. It almost hit him, but it's going to be Jesuit ball. Ooh, boy. That was a little dicey on the sidelines. The ball hit, and Bowie was really close to it. Obviously did not hit him. The referees deem this is a good time for a water break, and I agree. 6:30 left in the third, 10-7 Jesuit. Tigers moved the ball well on their first possession of the second half. It's had an unfortunate fumble deep in Tampa Bay Tech territory, but they try again. It's Matt Thompson and Will Griffin talking a little strategy on the sideline, probably about what happened. I think Griffin definitely upset with that play. I'm thinking he's thinking that was that fumble was his doing. But let's see if the Tigers can bring it back here. As another fine job by the Tiger defense. Goodwin wide left, Bowie slot left. Griffin shotgun, Smith next to him. Willie Suarez in wide right. Joe Smith. And Joe's going to pick up about 2 yards. Running not easy tonight at all. Really, I think the Tigers' best run of the night may have been that RPO with Griffin that gained 17. 2nd and 8. Griffin. Play action. That's a catch. That's a catch and a first down by Suarez. Suarez stretching, keeping his feet in bounds. First down, Tigers in midfield. Well-placed pass by Will Griffin. And good concentration by the junior Suarez, who's been a reliable receiver this year, converting from corner. And he did a good job at cornerback last year, too. Suarez wide right. And Bowie slot left. Outside of him is Goodwin. Play action. Pass is caught by Bowie. 40. It's going to be another first. Bowie still going. There's a 20-yard gain. Little play action look that time. Roll out right by Griffin. Bowie lined up wide left. He was actually in between Givens and Goodwin. Just ran a crossing pattern. And it's 1st and 10 Jesuit at the Tech 29 as the Tigers are moving again. Griffin, Smith. Smith is met immediately by big number 95 for Tampa Bay Tech. That's Jaheim Borden, the senior defensive tackle, and that's a loss of a yard. 4:50 left in the third. 10-7 Jesuit Tigers. 2nd and 11 at the Tampa Bay Tech 30. Tigers basically sticking with the same formation on this drive. Griffin rolls left. Griffin passes caught. Running inside is Givens. Givens still on his feet. Givens inside the 10. First down Tigers. Givens, he was in the slot position on the left. Just ran a little curl pattern. Griffin rolling to his left. No easy pass for a righty. And Givens with the good yards after catch. And it's 1st and goal at the 10 for the Tigers. Griffin, Smith. Smith inside. He gets positive yardage. Gain of about 3. Here comes Bowles. Here comes Pazanski. Here come the big boys. Second and goal at the 7. Ian Wilson in there as well. Actually, Jesuit is in the Wildcat with Joe Smith. Buoy in motion. Joe Smith cuts left. Smith to the 5. Smith score! Touchdown Tigers on the Wildcat. Smith goes to the pylon and he scores. Boy, that is really showing some guts. Jesuit, after that disappointing first series where they got they lost a fumble, got stopped because of a fumble. And Joe Smith, they come back down the field. Joe Smith, the big run. Here's Ferrari. Snap, kick is good. And Jesuit, 3:07 left in the third. They have had 2 good offensive series, really. And they lead 17-7 on Tampa Bay Tech with a lot of football left in this game. How about that? Good blocking on the left side. That is the Richard Harris Gavin Blanchard side of the line. I'm going to see if Harris or Evan Wardham's in there. It's usually one of those two. But whatever the case, a big play. As the Titan fans sit in stunned silence across the field. But a lot of football left, and this is an ultra-talented Tampa Bay Tech team. Here's Ferrari. Line drive kick, and it's going to go in the end zone. Right by Father Hermes. Thought he might feel that one, but he didn't. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Tampa Bay Tech at the 20-yard line. His father and Jesuit principal Mike Chicatano down there commiserating at the 10-yard line. Surely liking what they are seeing this evening. Tigers going press coverage with both corners, Green and Gilbert. Now they drop off, and that is a run for a 1st down by the speedy Javion McKay on an end around, and he picks up 16 and a 1st. Washington back to pass, looking deep down the field. Oh, it's caught, and it's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Tampa Bay Tech. from 64 yards. And that did not take long at all. That was number 3, I believe, Dallas Wilson. Wilson just went up strong, grabbed it, broke away from Green, and that was that. Really too far away for any safety help, but the quick striking Tampa Bay Tech offense scores. And the kick is good, so it is 17-14 Jesuit, 2:35 left in the third. And there you saw in 2 plays what this Tampa Bay Tech offense, when it is clicking, can do. Dallas Wilson's a big physical receiver. He has really used his body well on that play. Tigers have to keep up with this pace. Here's Johnson. Short kick's going to be returned. It's Drew Woodaz, 25. Cuts outside, nowhere to go. Hold on to that ball, Drew, past the 30. So 1st and 10, Jesuit at their own. Looks like it's going to be marked at the 32-yard line. So Evan Wardham is in at 71. Is in at left tackle. Wardham, the 6'4", 272-pound junior. Givens in motion. Griffin rolls right, and they're going to say he was sacked. And it's a big sack. It's a 12-yard loss back to the 20-yard line. Boy, the tide can sure change quickly, can it? 11-yard loss to the 21, so 2nd and 21. As Griffin's knee was down before he let loose of that pass. So 2nd and really long. Smith next to Griffin. Man in motion. And it's Joe Smith inside, and that closes up quickly. Ed Gwynn, number 10, on that tackle. So it's going to be 3rd and 18 for Jesuit. And a rapidly played third quarter, approaching just a minute left in the quarter. Ian Wilson comes in. Suarez wide right. Bowie slot left. Goodwin wide left. And they go draw. Oh, and that play was a red from the get-go. They try to draw play to Ian Wilson, and it is a loss. That's a loss of 5. Read perfectly by Tampa Bay Tech. That was Jaheim Borden again, 95. Jesuit going backwards on that play. 10 seconds. Let's see if the Tigers just let this run out and talk about it. They are. So they're going to let the clock run. That's the end of the third. So Ferrari will kick from the other side. 17-14 Jesuit here on senior night. It's a clash of the Titans next week at Armwood, Tech at Armwood. After this game, the Tigers are at Hillsborough and closed it out at TC. It's Ferrari to kick. As we start the fourth, low snap, controlled. Nice kick by Ferrari. Good Jesuit roll. Boy, that's a good roll down to the 38-yard line.
That punt is down at the Tampa Bay Tech 37. That's where the Titans offense will take over for the first down.
44-yard kick by Ferrari. So the Tech offense took them 2 plays to score last time. Trips right, Gainey next to Washington. McKay in motion. They give it to McKay on the end around. Oh, and he's tackled quickly. Houston Weathers, number 0. McKay with the went in motion to the left and came back, reversed on the end around, and Weathers playing disciplined defense, read it perfectly. 2nd and 10, Washington. Oh, that's on Tech. That's movement on the line. Flags all over, illegal procedure. Gainey moved, and one of the linemen moved too, so pick your poison. So 2nd and 15 back to the 33. Washington, short drop. Pass is caught. And near a first down. It's that's S.J. Green on the tackle. And they got the first on that play. That was green shoe Titan at the end there. I can't tell the number. We'll try to get that number as soon as we can. And around to, and Weathers again! Weathers has McKay's number. Tried the end around and it didn't work. Loss of 3. So it's Dallas Wilson, number 3, who made the first down reception earlier. 2nd and 13. And fake to Gainey. And it's Wilson, 50. And he's knocked out of bounds by Bulls. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 6 yards to go. Dallas Wilson, the sophomore. Third and 6. Trips right for the Titans. Washington trying to set up a screen here. They do to Gainey. Gainey is going to be, he makes the 1st down on a stutter step and about 5 more to go. Setting up a screen all the way that time to Gainey, who's a talented runner. Broke a tackle, which he's obviously very adept at. And got 5 more than he needed. 1st and 10, Tampa Bay Tech at the Jesuit 38-9. 23 left in the 4th. Gainey up the middle. Gainey, big run. Gainey's got a 1st down. Going in between the tackles that time. Connor Dooley on the tackle, trying to get some tempo here. Here's Gainey again. Cuts left. Short of the 1st. Dooley again in on that tackle. I think Drew Woodaz was there too. So the Tampa Bay Tech Titans running some no huddle here, trying to quicken the pace, and Jesuit calls timeout to stop the bleeding a little bit here on 2nd and 3 at the Tiger 19 with 9:06 left in the 4th, and Jesuit up 3, 17-14 on Tampa Bay Tech. I think Matt Thompson and Darryl Palmer maybe just wanted their defense to get a breather here. So 2nd and 3. Gainey next to Zay Washington. Nope, it's not Gainey. It's a different back. It's 28. That's Kendall Johnson. And he's going to be shy of the 1st. Third and a yard. Johnson again. And he's going to get 1st down yardage. And here comes Gainey. I think they just wanted to give Gainey a breather there. Kendall Johnson only had 1 rush for the season coming into this game. He's had a couple tonight. Gainey going to get positive yardage. That was, I think, Holton Roberts in on that tackle. Second down and 6 or 7, let's say. Washington looking for a lob in the end zone. And it's going to be a pass interference call, apparently. Let's see. Gilbert was there. Bowles was there. And they're calling defensive holding on Jesuit.
Holding called against the defense. Half the distance to the goal, 3 play down.
And it's going to be second down. That's not an automatic first in high school ball. So it's second and about 1.5 yards. They give it to Johnson, who I think he got the first. He did. So it's going to be first and goal, Tampa Bay Tech at the 3. So first and goal, Titans. Clock running. 7:17 left in the fourth. High snap. Washington keeps it, walks in, score. And Tampa Bay Tech has scored twice quickly, and they take the lead 20-17. Here's Antonio Perez. Try the extra point.
Antonio Perez will take the extra point.
Good snap. Ooh, that one is good, but barely. That one just crept over the bottom crossbar. Tigers got some good pressure there. Someone might have got a finger on that, but that was a big extra point because it gives Tampa Bay Tech a 4-point lead. With 7:07 left in the fourth. So Thurman, who got dinged up a little bit on that big return, is out, and Jared Bowie's in his spot along with Andre Gilbert. Short kick. Jared Bowie at the 15, 20-25. Just shy of the 30. So with 7 minutes left in the fourth. Needless to say, a huge offensive possession for the Jesuit Tigers. Bowie in motion, and they give it to Joe Smith, who has a nice run. Joe with one of his better runs of the night, little misdirection type play. And Smith to the 35, he picks up 6. That's a good gain on first down. Tigers fake the jet sweep to Bowie and ran it to Joe Smith going the other way. And it's a 7-yard run, 2nd and 3. Gabe Themar in the game, the fullback. Low snap. Griffin keeps it himself. Griffin throws it out of bounds wisely. A bad snap, and that could have been disastrous. But a heads-up play by Will Griffin. Had nowhere to go, got out of the pocket. So no intentional grounding on that play, but it's 3rd and 3, a big third down for Jesuit. With 6:15 left in the fourth and down by 4. Trips right. Goodwin by himself to the left on the short side. And Griffin keeps it himself. Griffin. Oh, Griffin. Griffin probably could have run that for a first down, but he tried to thread the needle. 2 Tigers were in that area where Griffin threw it. And that there's a flag on the play, and it's on Jesuit. It's an eligible man downfield. Boy, Griffin could have run for that first down. Yeah, Griffin had some open ground there. But, you know, it's all part of the maturation process of a freshman quarterback. I mean, he's going to be a good one, may very well be a great one. Getting a little on-field advice right there from Joe Smith on 3rd and 8. Givens in motion. Griffin, good protection, looking deep. He's got, boy, he had Bryson Goodwin, and that's where I thought he might look. Goodwin was running a post pattern and actually had got inside position on his defender. And Griffin looking for Bowie on the side. Yeah, Bryson Goodwin with his hands over his head. He knows he was open that time. Ran a good pattern, got position, but the ball went elsewhere. There's Ferrari. End over end, nice kick. Makes a Jesuit roll. Down inside the 25-yard line to the 24. And there's a flag on the play on Tampa Bay Tech. Let's see what this is. Now, this is interesting. A flag back at the 34-yard line on Tampa Bay Tech on 4th and 8. Let's see what this is. It's illegal use of hands, apparently, on Tech. So they're going to mark this one further back. So it's illegal block in the, illegal block in the back, on Tech. So ball's back to the 14-yard line. That was not illegal use of hands. My apologies. Illegal block in the back. Way behind the punt. So we have the final water break here. And Jesuit has 2 timeouts remaining, and if there was ever a time for a costly turnover, not that we wish ill will upon people, but if there ever was a time for a costly turnover, now is the time. A monster series for the Tiger defense. Gainey next to Washington. Gainey gets it. Ew, Gainey's not going far at all. Gainey broke out of the stack there, but his forward progress had long been stopped by a slew of Tigers. He gets a yard on the play, second and 9. From the 15-yard line. Gainey again. He cuts outside left, and he is tackled by a host of Tigers. I think Holton Roberts was in there. It was one of them. So it's going to be second, third, and 4. Boy, talk about a big third down play here right now. Tech deep in their own territory. Press coverage by the corners. Gainey to the left of Washington. Gainey. And it's a little inside pass is caught. They fake it to Gainey. And just a little simple in-route catch, first down. Nothing fancy. To the 25-yard line. That's all Tech wanted there. And they're just trying to eat up some clock and move the chains, and they were successful there. 1st and 10. 4:18 left in the fourth. 21-17 Tampa Bay Tech over Jesuit. Tech in no hurry here. They shouldn't be in a hurry. Gainey again. Gainey breaking a tackle. It's going to be a hold. So this is going to come back as holding Tech. Gainey bottled up. Cyrus Abboud in on that tackle, and the Titans are going to be moved back 10 yards from the spot of the infraction. Flag is being set at the 25, so this is going back to the 15. So it's going to be 1st and 20. Tigers have to start thinking about their timeouts. Here are the 2 they have left. Pitch right, and quick tackle. That was 23. That was Sincere Styles, the sophomore running back. And he gained about a yard. Second and long. And it's a pitch at Styles again. Oh, and he is smashed by Troy Bowles. And Jesuit's got to really start thinking about a timeout here, and Matt Thompson calls one. Boy, Troy Bowles came from his safety position and lined that one up. And Sincere Styles got hit and hit hard. So Jesuit taking their second timeout. Tampa Bay Tech is at the 14. It is going to be 3rd down and 21 for the Titans. That was a classic Troy Bowles tackle right there. Third and 21. Bowles and Woodaz playing a deeper safety. Washington back to pass. Good protection. Looking downfield. Oh, and they throw a flag on Woodaz, who broke it up. Oh, my. Refs are talking about it, though. Boy, if there was contact, it was incidental there. The refs are talking about it. Oh, they wave it off. They wave it off. Well, the refs conferred. And the Tigers force a punt. And they're going to have decent field position here. Boy, that was critical right there. I mean, there was some contact on that play. It looked incidental. But to me, that was good defense by Drew Woodaz. And snap. Oh, it's blocked! It's blocked! It's blocked! It's blocked! It's blocked! Jesuit's going to have deep field position. Position deep in Tech territory. That might have been Pazanski on that. It was Pazanski. Peter Pazanski with the block. Wow. Boy, the tide turning here. Still a lot of football left. Jesuit 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay Tech 16. Joe Smith. Smith cuts inside. Smith gets to the 15-yard line. So the ball's actually at the, originally was at the 17. Obviously 4-down territory for Jesuit here. He gains 2. Tigers going no huddle. 2 minutes left in the 4th. Griffin back to pass, looking in the end zone. It's caught. Nope, it's caught at the 5. It's going to be a 1st down. That was Bryson Goodwin. Just ran a quick pattern, turned around at the 5, and Griffin put it in perfect position. And Jesuit going into the Wildcat here with Joe Smith at quarterback and Ian Wilson next to him. Clock running. 1st and goal. Joe Smith. Smith. That went nowhere. Boy, Joe Smith had so much open field on the right that time. I guess the play was designed to the left, but there were no defenders, and that was the wide side of the field too. But Smith trying to go to the short side left, and he's limping a little bit too. But Tech calls timeout. 1:03 left in the 4th. And that was a loss back to the 9. That was a loss of 4 yards on that play. But, boy, from my vantage point up here, there was absolutely no defenders to the wide side of the field on Joe Smith's right. And that might have been one where he could have got to the pylon just with that open field. Wow. 1:03 left in the 4th. Griffin back in. Again, obvious 4-down territory situation here. It's 2nd and goal at the 9. Griffin under center. Peter Pazanski's in the game. Play action. Griffin. Oh, pass is caught! Bowie! Score! On the rollout! Play action! Griffin to Bowie! Touchdown, Tigers! How about that? Jesuit takes the lead, 55.8 left in the 4th. And, oh boy, Joe Smith getting lifted off the field here. That's not good. Smith not putting weight in his foot. Boy. Hate to see that. But wow, what a play. Big extra point here for Jack Ferrari. Snap. Kick is good. 55.8 left in the fourth, and Jesuits up 3, 24-21. On the play action by Griffin to Bowie. On a well-designed play that time. But this is Tampa Bay Tech, and they've got 2 timeouts left in 55.8. That's an eternity, folks. So the Tiger defense with a solid showing in the last series, forcing the punt. Peter Pazanski doing what Peter Pazanski does, good things, and he blocks it. He's had a monster game tonight. Here's Ferrari. Braylon Maples coming out on special teams, the freshman. That's a guy you're going to be seeing a lot of in the next few years. He is a solid player. Plays JV also, running back and linebacker. He is a good athlete. 26, the freshman. Ferrari gets a high kick. It's going to be returned at the 12. And Connor Dooley on the tackle. So Tampa Bay Tech has 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line with 49.7 left in the fourth and 2 timeouts left. Trips right, Gainey next to Washington. Washington back to pass. Looking deep down the field. Ah, it's picked off, no! Boy, Drew Woodaz had his hands on that one. The pass was short. And Woodaz read that from his safety position. And he almost iced it for the Tigers that time. Tech going no huddle. Two wideouts to each side, low snap. Washington runs it himself, going to the sidelines, gets out of bounds. Shy of the first, but he stops the clock, 35.1. It's going to be 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, Tampa Bay Tech at their own 32. They have to get to the 39. Jarrett Bowie in on defense. Washington steps up. Washington passes on the outside to McKay, who got a first. So McKay got a first as Washington scrambling around. 26.4. And timeout. Jesuit. Tigers take their last timeout. So obviously a critical situation here. And Matt Thompson and Darryl Palmer burned their last one. Trying to see Joe Smith if he's walking around on the sideline here, because he could not put any weight in his foot. But hopefully he's okay. I see Joe, he's walking around. 26.4. Trips left to the wide side. Washington, short drop. Oh, it's picked off! It's picked off! It's picked off! It is! S.J. Green! S.J. Green! S.J. Green! Intercepted Green! He's inside the 5. Flags all over. It's going to be unsportsmanlike, but it doesn't matter. S.J. Green reading it. What a play by S.J. In his first year playing corner, the converted wide receiver with the monster pick. So Jesuit going in the victory formation here. Griffin takes the knee. Tampa Bay Tech's not even going to call timeout. And the Jesuit Tigers have knocked the Tampa Bay Tech Titans from the ranks of the unbeaten with an epic 24-21 win on senior night. A game of big plays. Tigers giving up a 17-7 lead. But the block punt by Pazinski leads to a score. The Tiger defense stood tall when it had to. A big defensive play by Drew Woodaz, forcing a punt. And then S.J. Green with the pick to ice it. How about that? And Jesuit moves their record to 5-3 with 2 games left at Hillsborough, at TC. 2 games left in the regular season, I should say. We're hoping there's a playoff game here. But an epic win by Jesuit against a really, really good team. Number 57 in the country. Number 14 overall in Florida. Number 2 in the state in Class 3 Metro. And the Tigers do it. Wow. Well, that was exciting, folks. So this game is going to be saved on the Jesuit High School football Tampa page. And this one definitely is worth a cup of café con leche tomorrow morning. Some Cuban toast. Kick back, relax, and watch the Tigers, baby. 24-21 Jesuit. That's your final. We'll be back next week at Hillsborough. I am John Pedrero from the class of 1981, and you have been watching Jesuit High School football on the Facebook live stream. Have a great evening, everyone.